The content of this radio show is to provide information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered advice or a recommendation. Thing or Two About Life Total is an adult podcast and recommended for mature audiences only. No content from the radio show can be used without the permission of Thing or Two About Life Total. Thank you.
I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
All right, welcome back into A Thing or Two About Life, y'all. It is the Total Podcast, joined by everybody, the crew, all my big homies, my little sister Andrea, everybody. So we're gonna get right into it tonight. Don't forget you can follow us in them digital streets. We out there, y'all. Y'all see the background. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you see us out there, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, let us know you out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With that being said, we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves, and as always, we're gonna start with Mr. On One, homie Lee Jack. What's going on with you, bro?
What say, my peoples? Good evening, good evening. Here again, back with you. Gonna talk a little bit of shit, do a little bit of shit, make some folks mad, maybe, make some folks cry, make some folks laugh. Hey, but we here. But I always remember, I stated at the first episode of the season, my disclaimer. If I say you, I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying you. If it means you, then hey, you need to check yourself, not me. Because I will tell you about yourself real quick. Him, shim, them, him, whatever you want to be called. We're going to be on one. All right?
He said, whatever your pronoun of choice is, he got you.
I think this is going to be a night of pads. I see this is going to be a night of pads. I really do. I predict that this is going to be a night of pads. Y'all watch. And it's mainly coming from him. But good evening, everybody. I hope that you all are all doing well. A few of us have been out sick, these last couple of weeks, but we're here. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. And of course, as always, we're going to try to bring you another great show. Come in and join us as always. Don't forget, as Mario said, we are out there everywhere. Come join the group. And, we got some great things coming up here pretty soon. Yes, so come join us.
All right.
And don't bring your pads with you.
All right. And for y'all people who's unfamiliar with pads, it stands for petty ass dumb shit. So, yeah. So she's predicted. She has called her shot. She's predicted tonight's show is gonna be full of petty ass dumb shit pads. So, with that being said, we got our resident big man Mitch in the house. Talk to him, man.
What up? What it is, what it ain't. Take a bath, I just think. We in this place when we ready to get it. Let's go.
Let's go. And as always, we got the distinguished Mama D in the building. Pretty lady, talk to him.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We're happy to have you here. Sounds like we're getting ready to start some petty stuff, so I won't say no more. I'll let y'all keep going.
Oh man, okay. So I kind of don't I kind of don't know where to start, but you know, I know we talked about this earlier, about, locations and stuff like that. Should people, let your spouse know where your locations and stuff at? We covered this in a previous podcast, but I saw this lady talking to her man inside the vehicle, and man, she was just so, I don't know, disrespectful with it. And sometimes people, whether it be a man or a woman, please choose wisely when you decide to marry people, because we're starting to see a lot of videos where it seems like a lot of these people didn't know these people or didn't have no conversations or something before they actually got married. So if this is a play, I want to know what y'all feel about this.
You do not ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me about my location. Don't ask me where I'm going to be. I don't do that. That's weird. That is weird. Like, stop pressing me. Stop worrying about that. What are you worried about? Weirdo. Acting like you gotta know where I am for like your own like insecurity or something.
Insecurity, bro. It's called respect. God damn, it's a generation
What do
thing,
you
bro.
think it could be? I'm going out wherever I'm going to be. I'm going to be in my skin. That's where I'm going to
The
be.
only thing that's open at 4 a.m. besides legs. Where are you gonna be at 4 a.m.?
Oh, really?
I'm
So
just
that's
saying. I
that's
mean,
what
like,
you're
if a
saying?
shoe fit, goddamn it, put your sock on. Because at the end of the day, you ain't supposed to be out till 4 a.m. doing nothing.
Supposed to.
What is
That's
open?
when you're having
Damn
a
it, even
meltdown.
Walmart don't open that late no more. What are you doing
I'm
out at
not
4
obviously
a.m.?
going to Walmart.
So where are you going at 3, 4 a.m.?
It's my business. I'm not
God damn
telling
it.
you that. I don't have to tell you
We got
that.
married. Half of what's yours is half of mine. My
Sure.
business, your
We
business.
live in America. I am self-made. I am independent. I don't have to listen to you because you're not my father. So don't do that. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I'm finna go. It's my business and I'm going. Watch the kids and watch me walk out.
Hello.
She say it.
So now with all that being said, Lee Jack, I'm gonna give you a chance to, rip
Oh,
this
no, don't let him be first.
What'd you say, Andrew? You too far away from the thing. Go ahead, Lee Jack. Well, what you got to say about this?
Boy, look here. No, ooh. I ain't your daddy. Oh, you damn right. Because if I was your dad, I'd been and choked the shit out you real quick talking like that. Uh, Thinking about, I mean, like he said, we married now, so what's wrong with telling me where you going or what you gonna be doing? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now, as far as the location sharing thing, it don't matter to me about the location sharing thing. But like he said, yeah, I kind of see it, but then again, I kind of don't. But if she tell him where she gonna be at and who she gonna be with, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like you said, the only thing open that early is some legs. When my second marriage, only time that I stayed out late, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning was when my brother came in town and I hadn't seen him in a while. We go hang out. And I tell her, hey, we going such and such and such and such. This where we gonna be if you want to come. I don't want to come. I'm staying. Okay, cool. But that's where we gonna be at. And I ain't gonna be all we can doing, hanging out, chilling, doing whatever. I'll be back whenever I'm back. And it wasn't no problem. But goddamn it, for you to say I'm gonna be where I be at and I'm gonna be in my skin, okay, bitch, you gonna be in your skin, all right, but your soul ain't gonna be there. Your soul is not gonna be there because I'm gonna snatch that motherfucker straight up out your chest with both hands, very firmly. Shit.
Oh my goodness. All right, big bitch. Leon done turned into a soul snatcher and not the good kind.
Well, I ain't gonna be much better.
Right.
Cause the first thing out of my mouth is bitch. You sitting back telling me to watch you. I mean, watch the kids while you watch me walk out the door. Oh hell no. I'm gonna tell
Watch
you to
my
pack your
football
shit and wherever the fuck you going, take that shit with you. Because ain't no goddamn way in the fuck you gonna walk out the goddamn house telling me to watch the kids and watch me walk out. I don't even do no shit like that. So why the fuck you think I'm gonna allow somebody else to talk to me crazy like that? Second, why the fuck you
What you
think
tell
it's okay for huh?
what you tell to get our paper box and go on about our business?
Pack your motherfucking box and get the fuck out. Your whole motherfucking box. Second, look here. When we get married, see, we go out with our friends every now and again. But if you going someplace, the respectable thing is to tell them where you going. I don't give just like Leon. I ain't asking for your fucking location. I won't ask for no shit like that. But you ain't gonna sit here and disrespect me, talking crazy to me, telling me to watch the kids while you watch me walk out. That's like telling me that, motherfucker, you gonna do what I say, and I'm going, and when I come, that's when I'll be here. Come on now. if I acted like that with a woman, she'd be mad as fuck at me. So why the fuck am I gonna let somebody else do that shit to me that I don't even do to them? Come on now, make that shit make sense.
You
You
know what
know?
these nowadays do? We trying to burn all your shit and cut it all up, bleach it, and goddamn me throw everything out in the yard. That's what they be doing. We talking crazy like that.
It sounds like to me she got some ulterior motives going on. When a heifer
Yeah.
sit there and got it in her mind to talk to you like that, she got something going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is a total lack of respect saying you don't need no, I ain't gotta tell you nothing. I'm sorry. Are we dating? Are we married? Cause what do you mean at 3:34 in the morning you ain't gotta tell me nothing? Is you fucking
Uh-uh.
crazy?
I'm self-made. I don't need you. Did she not say that?
Look what you said.
Mm,
Self-made, you don't
okay.
need me. You shouldn't have married me. You shouldn't have told me you wanted to get married. Motherfucker. Okay.
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 Same
Oh,
energy.
Mama D, flip it around. And that was the, man telling you some shit like that, what's your response? What you doing? Talking to you all crazy and disrespectful and shit like that.
Well, being married or having partners, it's a partner. That's what it is. It's a partnership. The respectable thing is, even if you all decide that you're all not going to do the location thing, but at least let them know where you're going to be.
Yep.
Um, with the way the world is today and the craziness and people just dropping off the face of the earth, folk leaving home and then they don't see them for 3-4 days. Come on, at least have some courtesy enough to let him know or let her know where you're going and about what time. You don't always know what time you're going to come back, especially if you're with your girls or with your guys. But to just blatantly say, what you need to do is watch me walk out the door as you watch the children. That is the most disrespectful, pettiest thing I ever heard in my life.
Them famous
And
last
I would be
words right there.
wrong as a woman to say he should have knocked her down.
Mm.
And I'm not going to say that. But she talked to him like he was one of her children.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the head of the throat.
It's an Israeli chop to the throat.
Mm. Stomped
Oh
on the
my
damn feet.
God. And y'all heard me say this before. To me, you can get just about anything out of us, but it is all about how you approach. And I know some women be saying, well, I shouldn't have to handle a man. It is not about handling him. It's about respect and communicating like adults. You know what I'm saying? If you say, hey, I'm going over here hanging out at such and such lounge with my girls, we'll be back whenever, he might have taken it a certain way. But by you saying, yeah, I ain't got to tell you where I'm going at that particular point, do you really love this man? Because ain't no somebody who care about you want to know where you at to make sure you're safe and all this type of stuff. If something happened to you and they gonna say, well, where she was at? I don't know. Where she said she was going? I don't know. Who she was with? I don't know. They ain't even got no place to start to look for your ass when you come up missing.
Mm-mm. Think about what the parents gonna ask you.
Yep.
How the hell you gonna tell her daddy you don't know where the fuck she went to? He gonna look at you upside your head like you ain't got no control over this. Why did you take my daughter out of here? You see what I'm saying? But y'all don't think like that.
Well, what he
I ain't
supposed to
gonna say
do?
y'all, but young women don't think like that. But
He
shit,
supposed to send that video right there to her dad and say, this the shit I did
you
with
ain't
sir.
lying. Mm-mm.
Okay, Andrea, what you thought? If you flip it around, what you thought your guy talking to you like that, telling you this?
I think this shit funny as hell. Because once you get out that damn door, don't come back up in here. Matter of fact, you ain't coming back up in here. Make sure you take your shit wherever the fuck you going. That's what you can do.
Pack your box.
Shit, no,
Grab your
'cause we
toothbrush and
don't play
your
those
dirty
type of
glove.
games. You come and leave,
Mm-hmm.
not coming back home. So no, we just not gonna play those type of games.
Mm-mm.
Like he said in the video, ain't nothing open until at 4 o'clock in the morning, but late. Ain't nothing going on at 4 o'clock in the morning out there in them street, but you out there slanging dick. How about that?
Oh,
That's about right.
D.
And let's
Damn.
just tell it what it is.
Dropping the D for a low discounted price.
But just the brazen of how she was just doing it, like you know what I'm saying, where you feel that something has happened in that relationship, where the respect has been lost somewhere along the line, where you feel you could
Mhm.
just come at that man like that, you know what I mean, and say that to her. That's bold. Someone who care about you and respect you is not talking to you like that, unless you just feel he ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
You just feel you safe. He ain't gonna do a damn thing. You feel you can knock him out like they did on Nate Robinson. You feel you can knock him out.
I seen a chop in the throat in her future. I mean, just
Oh my goodness. All right, I just wanted to put that out there. 'Cause I was like, damn, that's some disrespectful stuff right there. Um, y'all remember one time we had saw a video when they was talking about going back to Africa, and we talked about this, right? Where they was talking about, setting aside a plot of land and all of this stuff, right? Now I ran across this video. I chopped it down to just this lady talking, but she was pretty much saying, "Don't be fooled about coming back to Africa," because she was like, "I fucked up by coming back to Africa," because she was like, "I'd rather stay in America and deal with the racism because we dealing with all type of shit over here." So I'm just play this and I chopped it down to just this little part.
I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals and scorpions outside the house. It's big ass spiders. It's big ass lizards. Colorful lizards you ain't never seen before. All in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich. So they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below. Because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14. I post yesterday. I can't. I love the people. I'm having fun. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable, you're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy to live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
Oh,
Now, now I remember when we first talked about that, Mitch, and you were like, "You'll never know what you might get when you go back over there." I ain't taking my ass back over there because they don't like us over there and stuff. So, what you got to say about what she said about that? She fucked up by going back over there.
you wasn't lying. Told the damn truth. I told y'all think y'all want to go over there. Y'all don't want to go over there. Ain't shit over there for us, but bullshit. We think it's bad over here. Go over there and see. It's that fuck around and find out. Just like we thought these motherfuckers thought that Trump was gonna be the savior for every goddamn body. It's the same shit. Fuck around and find out. Take your ass to Ghana. Take your ass to Africa. Go over there and see what the hell you got coming for you over there. Mm-mm. You goddamn cook that fish with a whole motherfucking head on it. Eat that shit if you want to. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh boy.
All right, Miss Dinette, I know how you feel about your beloved Africans. What you got to say?
God.
You know my feeling. I no, my ancestors might have come from Africa, but I ain't lost nothing over there. And when people always say you don't want to go to the motherland, no, that was not something that I ever wanted to do. I ain't never wanted to go to Africa to visit, to live, especially not to live. No, I know how to deal with these racist people over here. Let me deal with them. I can't no.
Hey, all right, Andrea, what you feel? You still want to go back to Africa?
So visit, but to live, no.
You ain't on that
That's
movement?
what move. No, I'm not on any movement or anything like that. I've always wanted to go to Africa to visit, but to live there, no. Like she said, I mean, like you all know, they don't like us, But
Yeah, they
hey,
love you over there.
Mhm.
They would love you. No lie. They would love you over there.
yes, and I get that, and I understand that, but no. Mm-mm. The one African guy I dealt with, he was full of bullshit. So no.
Okay. All right,
Like,
Mr. On One, what you think? You headed to Africa anytime soon?
like, like some people say, when you go to visit, you see the best of shit. They show you the best of shit. They show you the best side of town, the best transportation, the best stores, the best this, the best that, because they want you to keep coming back and spending money over there. Now, when you actually live there, like you live in this country, we know that one side of town gonna be the pretty side of town, gonna be all nice and kept up, lawns manicured, goddamn
Mm-hmm.
cars parked where they supposed to be parked at, the house looking nice. But we go across, as they say, the tracks. On the other side of town, we see the rundown ghetto part of shit. We see all the loose dogs and loose cats running around the neighborhood. We see all the crackheads. We see all the pimps. We see all the prostitutes. We see all the bad shit over there. Stores running down, half-ass got shit. Goddamn, all the foreigners come in and get all the gas stations and charge outrageous prices on some old ass stuff or some watered down things. Yeah, and we be over there in the hood just really buying the shit. So that's what they selling you when you talk about moving to Africa, move to Africa. Because you ain't never been over there, you don't know nothing about nothing, and then you want to go over there and live. And then like she said, she found out the hard way. It's
Mm-hmm.
all kind of scorpions and spiders. They have different kind of shit going on over there. Dogs and cats running around, different ant lizards that they ain't never seen before. They wake up and the shit in the house, in the bed with them. Yeah, it's wide open. It's wide open. So you leave, like I said when we talked about it last time, you leave some established stuff to go over there for some unknown shit. Ain't no goddamn way I'm doing that. I ain't leaving what I know that I have money coming in every day. I know the roof over my head. I know the lights, all this other shit work. And if it don't work, I can call somebody to come get them to fix it real quick. Go over there. I don't know what the fuck going on. How the fuck I'm gonna get shit? What my house gonna look like? And like I said before, I'm on almost 5 acres of land. I go over there and go down to a half an acre. I ain't doing it. I'm not. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's what I say. Truth of the matter is, it's nice in theory, like y'all say, you want to go back to the motherland and all that type of stuff. But Leon make a very good point. When you from where you from, like people may say, yo, you say you grew up in the hood. To you, it don't seem bad, right? Because that's what you know, that's where you grew up at, and all of that stuff. That's just home to you. So over there, it's easy to say, come back over here, it's all good. But like he said, you don't live long enough here to know how the bureaucracy work, the red tape, what to do to fix this, you know what to do. When you get over there, you a fish out of water. And guess what? Cause you knew and don't know how shit work. You open yourself up to so much scam, so much people taking advantage of you, so much you'll end up taking 5 steps back. Cause by the time they get through fucking you and you understand what's really going on, you set back. You gotta get it
Right.
all again. I mean, it's good in theory, but like you said, that shit for the visit. I just can't imagine uprooting my whole life to go over there and then you get regrets. Then guess what? It probably costs you a grip and all type of shit to get over there.
Mhm.
And guess man, what it's gonna cost you to try to get back when you come back. Then when you get back over here, like you started over from square one, when you get back here, you gotta do that shit again. If it fails, you
Yeah.
gotta come back and start all over again. Who wanna do all that?
Mhm.
That shit is crazy, man. But I just wanted to put that up because I remember us talking about it, and I just found somebody who said, "Shit, don't do that shit. They selling y'all these dream when you get over here. It ain't what y'all think it is."
Right.
So, so
Mhm.
Miss Donnell, let me ask you a question. When you marry somebody and y'all get together, how long do you think y'all should be together before they put you on an insurance policy or before they put your name on stuff? How long you think that should be when you marry somebody?
Oh, um, well, if you're talking about people who have children and other people that they need to, maybe a month or two. But if
Okay.
you, for somebody like me who don't have any uh, children, and I already got my other relatives that I'm gonna leave something to set up, then that's a good question. I'd probably still wait a month or two. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Andrea, what about you? How long you
I don't think it would be anything immediate. No.
Okay. What about you, Andrea? When you get married to somebody, how long do you think it should be before either you put them on a policy or they put you on a policy?
I mean, if we're married, why not go ahead and do it? Why wait? Why wait?
So your
I
answer
don't
is immediately.
go. I mean, because and that's the we we all have an end date. We don't necessarily know when that end date is. I get married today. My husband is dead tonight. How am I supposed to marry him?
Well, I got news for you. If you married today and he died tonight, shit, you can't even do the forms that damn quick.
I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example. Duh, I know that. Okay, if we get married today, he died within the next month or two. Is that better for you?
Okay. So you saying do it immediate. That's your official answer
Yes,
immediately.
yes,
Okay.
because anything can happen. Anything can happen at any given time because you can walk out that door and you're not guaranteed to come back home.
I mean, that
So
is
yes,
that is absolutely true.
I don't see a reason to wait. We are husband and wife. Why wait?
Okay. What about you, Mitch? What's the time limit before you start putting people on policies and stuff like that when y'all get married?
I agree with what Andrea said. If I'm gonna marry somebody, they ought to be on the policies, to go ahead and get that stuff started because you never know what might happen. I agree exactly with what she said. But at the same time, I'm not gonna marry nobody that I don't feel like I should be insuring, you know. So if I'm gonna be with you, I might as well go ahead and put the insurance on you. Therefore, I ain't got that to worry about and that be covered and taken care of. So I agree with
Okay.
what Andrea said.
So we got a 30 day, we got two immediately. What about you, Lee Jack?
Well, look here. Let me say this here. You know, if we didn't talk about getting married and we done already got engaged and everything, and I didn't gave you the ring, and we say we gonna do this and we set the date. At the point where we say, yeah, we gonna get married, or we say I do, the next day you should be going into work saying, okay, I'm finna get married. I'm getting married such and such date. But when that date happens, after the honeymoon, when I come back into work, I need to be adding this person on.
That's immediately.
So that's the next day, Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same day.
That's after the honeymoon. You know, honeymoon might be, 1, 2 nights, 3 nights, a weekend, maybe a week. I don't know. But when we pop back in and go into work and be like, hey, I need to add them on to my policy. But before I leave, I need to say, hey, I need to add them on to my policy in case something happens while we gone. They come.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna play this, and y'all tell me we'll talk about it on the other side.
It's been 30 days. We've been married. You haven't changed nothing into my name. You haven't put the house in my name. You haven't put the insurance in my name. And then you got like everybody else on as a beneficiary. You cannot be. What you gonna say? You got both. What you gonna say? Say that one more time. Say it again. Say it on my mama again. Yo, just say what I want everybody to hear. This is who I married. This is who I married 30 days ago. This is who I married 30 days ago. So long. Like, Deshaun, 30 whole days, and you still haven't put me on nothing? Like nothing. It takes time to do all that, right? Very serious. It's like you taking it too serious right now. Hey, do you look, check me out. My mama boy. Look, do you love me or you love the money? Which one what are you here for? What are you here for? Listen, like I said, you on TikTok or something? What are you on? I'm not interested in nothing that you're talking about right now. Because I don't even think you care about me. Woman. What if you die? What if you die? What's gonna happen to me if you die? Who's gonna take care of me? Who's gonna take care of me? You told me when we got married. I know she ain't saying. So make sure I'm taking care of, and now I'm like second guessing everything. You can't be serious right now. How you gonna say
that? Okay. So Mitch, after seeing that, you still saying immediately she have a valid point there?
No, she does not have a valid point. I think she married him for the wrong reason. Seems like she married him for a come up because she's so interested in when he gonna put her on. Because the way I look at it, I think they got married too quick. Because I think that chick right there, I don't even really think she give a damn about him. Only thing she give a damn about is what he got. Because and I think he knows that because if he didn't, she'd already been on it. Because when you get ready to marry somebody, you already got it in your mind, what you gonna put them on and what type of policy they gonna need to be on. And that right there, what she just did, and then she sitting back pointing the finger at his mama and daddy. Hell, before you get married or anything, who your insurance beneficiaries? It's your goddamn parents if they living, or your children if you have any. That woman right there, no.
Okay, so Andrea, my question to you is, if he didn't do it immediately, and like Mitch said, just reading the room now, is that something to bring you to tears and to cry about? Because it kind of seems like she is saying, like Mitch said, sounding seems like she gold digging money. What you crying for?
I don't understand the crying thing about it, but there's no reason to cry about it. But I will say this, she did bring about some valid points there. What if he dies? And like I said before, if that person died, with everything, I'm the wife. If that person died, it is my responsibility to make sure all your arrangements are taken care of. I shouldn't have to rely on your mother. I shouldn't have to rely on your family, your father, your whoever else. Okay. Those are the responsibilities of me as being a wife. I understand her concerns. I understand that, yes, Mitch, you may feel that she being a gold digger or whatever, but she still had valid ass points.
She do. She got a valid point, but at the same time, The way she brought that up, didn't sound right. Because you know as well as I know, if your parents are still living and your insurance is with your parents or in their name or whatever, you know as well as I know, you know that your parents is going to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. But at the same time, I
But
understand that they got married, but the way she's doing it, the way she's coming about it is wrong. It's wrong. Get a man time. A month, get a
I
man time.
give a person time.
Yeah.
I understand that too. But what's the procrastination on handling the business?
You got me with that.
Okay,
Because I would have
so
done that right off.
I'm gonna give Miss Dianetta a chance to say this, but I'm gonna say this. One key important thing was missing from that. But while she was doing all that, saying you didn't make me the beneficiary in 30 days, I never once hear her say, I already made you mine.
Hmm.
That's true.
I
She
ain't hear
did.
her say that.
She
So
but those are things we as wives naturally just go ahead and do. Yes, we do. Why you do? Well, I'll say the responsible wife. I'll say it like that since he want to be down there shaking his big ass head. The responsible wife goes ahead and take care of those things. Hell, with me, Michael was when I was living in Hot Springs at Xerox and all of that. Michael was even though me and Michael was not together, he was always still on my stuff.
but guess what? If she would have had that bullet in the chamber, she would have fired that bullet. She ain't say it. If she would have had that bullet, she would have fired it. She would have quickly said, I already made you mine. You don't love me like I love you. If y'all women got that card to play, she is playing that goddamn card. You know it and I
Everybody
know.
don't play that card though.
Shit.
Everybody don't play that card though.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's you. You ain't everybody.
Okay, okay, Barbara D. What you got to think? I mean, what you got to say about it?
Well, my answer stands the same. I would still wait because if you have life insurance or whatever kind of insurance you have, you already have somebody in place. So if you die the next day, your arrangements will still be taken care of because they're the person who's the executive of your estate. But I caught what you said before when I was waiting for her to say, well, I got you on mine, but she didn't.
She did not. She did not.
Okay, let's flip this around then. What if she's a kept wife? How she's gonna have them on something?
Even if she is a kept wife, she still should have some kind of life policy. Don't depend on nobody to bury you. The city will be burying you. You be in Pottersfield somewhere.
But he told her that she ain't have to worry. She ain't have to worry about none of that.
Yeah, see, yeah, They tell us a lot of stuff we don't need to be worried about. But we grew up in the at a time when our mothers told us we need to be prepared for stuff. Always have your own life insurance. Make sure your affairs are in order, and make sure somebody knows what's going on there.
Okay, but let's go back to what Andrea said. Let's use your logic. You said if she was a good, responsible woman, whatever allowance or whatever extra money he give you when you go get a policy and, $30-40 a month and take out one to make him the beneficiary, if you a responsible woman.
I just know. If I don't have a policy, of course, I would. Because if he gives me money for me, then I do what I want to do with it. Whether I buy makeup or go buy something design or buy some life insurance.
Yep. Okay, so all right, Lee Jack, go ahead and chime in. What you think?
See, this is what we always say. And see, Andrea won't talk shit, but see, I'm finna put her in, in reality for a second.
And then I got some comeback, so go ahead.
Here go your reality check for life. You were born when?
In 77.
Okay, you were born in the 1970s. Ms. Dinera, you was born prior to the 1970s, correct?
Yeah, she was. I don't think she heard you, but yes, she was.
Oh, she heard you.
Oh, were you talking to me?
See,
Yes, ma'am. I said you were born prior to 1970 in the prior to the
Yes,
60s.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like you said, like I heard you mention, you was them that era, this era, our era was raised with a little common sense. These newer generation, these 1990s and 2000 kids that's coming up now that's in their 20s and 30s and early 30s and mid 30s that's getting married like she talking shit. They weren't raised with them values. Hey, the man may say he's gonna take care of you, but you need to have your own money so you can do this and you can do that. They were
Right.
they're raised on the value of this man gonna take care of me. I ain't got to do a goddamn thing but spend this motherfucking money. That's how
Yeah,
they were. That's how they were.
I will agree with you. I will agree with you there. And I will also say that during the time that I was growing up, it was really easy to get life insurance because the insurance man would come to your door and
To your
collect.
door and come and
Right.
collect. That's right.
Right. Now, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. There is a huge gap between the way the children now are being raised from how we were raised. I can't agree with that.
So when she's telling him what he needs to do and all that stuff, like Mario said, her first thing was, you said you was gonna take care of me.
Yeah.
Regardless if I say I'm gonna take care of you or not, you need to be established doing something so that you, in case something happen, you can fall back on it, or we can fall back on it, or vice versa, whatever you want to do, and you can you can be established. Because sometimes like things happen. Sometimes it might happen where I get my hours cut, my pay get cut or something, and then you talking about you depending on me to take care of you. What about you? We taking care of each other. That ain't was never said by her. So like Mario said, all she was looking for was his money. And then, like she said, 30 days, damn, it take time. We got to figure out this and we got to figure out that. We ain't talking about nothing. The only thing it's saying like we talking about is money. What we gonna do, what I'm gonna do if something happened to you. Your house ain't in my name, your bank accounts ain't in my name. Now, this is what she said. She said, your bank accounts ain't in my name. There ain't nothing, cars or nothing ain't in my name. If something happened to me, something happened to you, then what I'm gonna do? Bitch, live. Keep breathing, hopefully. Because I'm not your only lifeline. I
don't like it.
I shouldn't be, even though I said, yeah, I'm going to take care of you. I shouldn't be your only lifeline. You can do something. Like I tell my wife now, you don't have to work because I can take care of the bills and things around the house. But if you want to work, cool. Help out, cool. I'm not pressuring you, but you got to have something that you can, if you want to do it, if you're able to do it, why not do it? To help out.
Yep.
Stress
Yep.
And see, that's part of the issue too. If you all expect for us to help out, stop telling people that you're gonna take care of. And not only that, before you even get married to someone, these are conversations that you have before you even ask them to marry you.
Exactly.
There you go. Because I had that conversation with all the women that I've married. I tell them up front what I'm gonna do and what's expected, what we gonna do, how we gonna handle things. That's a conversation because I was raised to have that conversation. But like I said, this generation now that was born after 1990, they ain't got them skills. They don't have conversation skills. They don't talk about shit. They just expect this to be the way it should be.
Yep. And I can tell you right now, Andrea, the reason she started crying was because the reality of the money ain't gonna come like I thought it was gonna come. And that's what hit her ass.
Yeah, I get it.
That's what hit her ass. That's why she started crying.
And like I tell them all, like I tell my kids, I done told them since day one, since my first child was able to understand what I was saying, and my first wife, tears don't move me. I gives a fuck if you cry or not. I'm still gonna be telling you what it is.
Yep. There's 99 ways to say no nicely.
And then that's what I said. That's why she started crying, because that whole reality. Well, wait a minute, I fucked up. I thought this shit finna be easy street, boy. I thought money was gonna be flowing out the faucets here. He ain't put me on shit. Uh-oh. I'm fucked up. And man, I don't know, but as you said, Andrea, about the good woman, like I said, if you care about this and you really in this thing 10 toes down, as people like to say, getting it out the mud, getting it out the dirt, something about you will say, if I don't do nothing there, let me get a little something on the side and make sure I'm straight. Take out a double-sided policy. Say if anything happened to him, okay, I'll be able to take care of some bills. Anything happened to me, he gonna be straight. She seems to be worried about only if she's straight.
She
And
sound
then
like
that's the problem.
you're Mario.
Hmm?
She sound like my second wife.
She only cared about her being straight.
Yeah. Motherfucker. I heard some of that bitch. Oh, my bad.
Oh my God. So
I like mine too.
with that being said, not this video coming up, but the last video, I'm just telling you, Lee Jack, I apologize in advance. So I'm just telling you that now.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
I apologize in advance.
Sounds like some old bullshit.
I'm just saying, I know y'all know what get them riled up. Y'all know.
Child support.
Y'all know. That's why I say I'm gonna apologize I apologize in that, man. But we'll get into that. We'll make that the last one. We'll make that the last. But right here, you know it's Petty 2025, right? We got that going. We done told y'all what it is. And I just want to know where this ranks at on the petty meter for you, Leon. Please play. This out of all the video, this the one I really want to play.
Yo, they kicked me out the front of the room because I kissed my baby daddy dick. What makes you think I'm not going to kiss my baby daddy dick before he died? What makes you think I'm not going to kiss my baby daddy? I mean, not before he died, but what makes you think I'm not going to kiss my baby daddy dick before he go lay down in the grave? Or whatever gonna happen to him? What makes you think I ain't gonna kiss that dick? So he can remember, bitch. Babe, everybody better be happy I ain't pull his pants down and start sucking on that motherfucker and start choking on that bitch. Fuck you talking about for real, for real. Fuck you talking about. I was ready to lick on that motherfucker. Fuck you talking about. Bitch, we finna get a busted right here in the church.
God, yo.
Mario, that's your piece. Mario, that's your piece.
No, y'all always be asking me, where you be finding them women? Where you be with them? Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all always be, where these women at? Y'all be finding them. They out here. I be trying to tell y'all, these folks are out here. So, Miss Diana, go ahead. Unwrap that one. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever feel the urge when you did?
Now, if that ain't petty and ghetto, I don't know what you call it. I ain't got no words for that. That's way too much. They should have escorted her butt right on out of there.
Indeed.
I have no words for that.
Oh,
and she felt like she was proud. There was nothing to be proud about.
She was proud. She kissed on that dick before he put it down.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
But she said with her own word, better be glad I ain't pulled that thing out and sucked that motherfucker.
It started choking on it. It started choking on it.
Oh, my. Right there, put in the list.
Okay, Lee Jackson, what that rank on the petty scale, players?
Petty, that's more like some disturbed shit there.
Thank you.
Kissing on the dead dick and all that in the middle of the church, not the church. During the middle of the service, you done popped up there and goddamn kiss the man dick, kiss the. She said the daddy dick. I'm like, oh Lord. Whipped it out and kissed on it in this good old church. And proud of it.
Proud of it. Made a whole video about it, letting the world. And y'all keep telling y'all. I will say this to them. That y'all be asking Miss Dinetta. You have asked me, especially Marlena, where you be finding these women? There y'all go. They out here.
Yeah, out there.
I seen that video. I think I put it in our group.
I think I think that's why I got it. And
Uh-huh.
I said, man, this shit's sick,
Uh-huh.
man. This shit's sick. What's wrong with what would compel you? Ain't nothing in your brain would say, you know what? Maybe this ain't the time or the place, baby. You ain't got no little man on the shoulder, little woman on the shoulder. Say, don't do that.
Mm-mm. Obviously not.
Her inner demon was playing games with her.
Oh,
Don't
girl.
do it, girl. I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't do
I bet you it's good. I bet you it's good and hard too. Go on,
it.
do it, man.
Uh-huh. Bet you won't
Now
do
she just letting everybody know how ignorant her ass is.
it. Boy.
Not ignorant, nasty.
And she will be
And that
forever
too,
known.
disrespect. In that called desecrating a court?
Boy, yeah, that's called
Oh, yeah.
necrophilia.
Yeah. It's
Let me tell you something. She would have whipped that man dick out and sucked that man dick. She would have been sick as a motherfucker. She'd have had a whole system full of formaldehyde. She'd have been sick as a motherfucker.
Boy. Oh.
She'd have been fucked up in that. She just passed out. Cause I bet you some little old lady with one of them church had just passed out when they saw that shit. Oh Lord
boy,
Jesus.
yes.
Just passed
yes.
out.
Mom and everybody else.
I think they packed that hole like they packed the butthole when you pass. They pack it with something.
Anything can have some leakage, they do pack it. They do.
Damn. All right, Mitch, what you got to say about that? They're sick, man. Any man who want to be with that lady after this right here, that lady put to go on some type of list, man. Something wrong with this lady.
Yeah, that ranks right up there with Schindler's List. Killing Nazis. Boy, look. Anytime a woman to get up on a stage, because to me, Facebook and all this other stuff is a stage. Anytime you get your butt up on a stage and profess your love for a dead man to the point where you'll get up there and kiss his dick in front of the church, the congregation, while he's laying up there in a coffin, a casket, or whatever, in front of the church, you didn't open up the the casket so you can see his body. And you bend your butt down and kiss his damn dick in front of the preacher and everybody else, you need your ass kicked. That's one of them country ass moments where you sit your country ass down. Ain't no damn way in the hell. Everybody and their grandma gonna be looking at you every time they see you and pointing. That's that nasty ass woman that kissed his dick.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
talking about the goddamn dead dick kisser. God damn.
Okay.
What's wrong with you, man?
Everybody
And was
gonna be talking
happy.
noise. Yeah.
And according to her, they stopped the short before she could really get jiggy with it.
Okay.
They put her out of there before she can
Put her out.
God damn, man.
That's what they should have done. Put her out.
And
They're
then
gonna be talking about that for years.
Her first thought wasn't to say go out there and feel remorse or whatnot. She went right out there and jumped on social media.
And laughing about it, thinking it's funny.
Jesus Christ. All right, Andrea, what's your thought on this here, B?
I don't have no comment on that dumbass shit. You know that you know that heifer was grown. I just skip me on that. That's because that's some bullshit. She was dumb as hell for even doing that.
You want to thump that heifer on the forehead, didn't you?
I did. You to
Because,
go move on. Let me just say it like move on.
Straight forehead thump.
But think about this though. She said that that's her baby daddy, so the kids were probably there too. So
I'm sure they were. So now they know how ignorant their mama is.
That's what I want to say, dude. This got all type of ramifications. That means his family there, your family there, the kids, probably a few cousins. Your kids gonna have to live with this shit for the rest of their goddamn life.
Rest of their life.
Listen, you know what I mean?
That's why your mama be kissing dead dick.
You just don't, you don't do that type of shit. I'm sorry. That's something you don't do. Have some type of decency for yourself. That's just like today. I went around to down to the dollar store. Light-skinned girl had on this white t-shirt. It was a thin white t-shirt.
See right through it.
With no bra.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not.
And all I said, I said, what did I say? I said, hell no. She looked at me, I looked at her, and I shook my damn head.
You take a picture.
And I really wanted to say something. No, I did. I started to, but I said, no, I ain't gonna even do that. But I really wanted to say something else, but I didn't.
Something like what?
I really
was
wanted
it co-
to say, I really wanted to tell her was look, you have parents, you are somebody's daughter somewhere. And I'm quite sure if you had the right type of parents, they wouldn't want you to come out the house looking like this. So you need to take your ass back home and try it again. That's what I want to tell her. And I said, as far as being a woman, as big as your breasts are, put a motherfucking bra on.
Were they
You know,
big? Were they big,
young.
Andrea? Were they
Go
big
ahead. Go ahead.
gazabos?
No.
Well, I ain't got but one question. Was the air conditioner working really good at the dollar store?
Do what?
Was the
He
air conditioner
said,
was it real cold in the dollar store?
What the fuck is you asking me that?
trying to see if her headlights was
I
on.
No,
no attention to
know
all of
why,
that.
you know why he asked.
Yeah, I know why I wasn't paying attention to all of that. It really was hurting my eyes to see her like that.
That's a man
Because I'm
for you
not,
asking some craziness.
because I'm not,
Y'all got to fault Leon. He been sending me
I'm
songs and shit about titties all week. So it's Leon's fault.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I sent the women the anthem too. So I mean,
You did. Oh my goodness. So let me ask you a question. What if she would have if you would have said that, do you know you would open yourself up to to some type of conflict, some type of argument if you would have said that, because she would have said, who the hell you think you're yakking hole daddy old hoes on this old shit. Don't get mad at me because you can't do it. You know how the young girls like to come back at you now. What you would have said if it would have caused a conflict?
in the instances, had she said some shit like that,
They're in
I
a
would
fight with it.
I would have told her, yes, honestly, I can do that, but I just choose not to do that because I am a fucking woman and you are still a damn kid that don't know any fucking better. That's what I would have told her.
How old does she seem to you? About how old she seem?
Maybe early 20s.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Or probably younger.
Mm.
Were they saggy or were they?
I don't know.
Well, it makes a difference because
I don't know. I wasn't paying no attention to all that. Don't do that.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-mm.
And the thing
Don't,
about sometimes when we
don't
talk
do
about
that.
young kids, and we kind of all been through this, and I don't want to stand on no
oh yeah.
soapbox and act like we like I was never young and dumb and this shit. I've been old and dumb, but
Yeah, who
act
hasn't?
like we were never to a certain point. I get it, but I just wish I could just let them know that you ain't gonna be young forever. And some of these
Mhm.
decisions you make right here, the motherfucker come back and bite you like a motherfucker, baby. So but they ain't gonna listen because you got to ask yourself at their age, would have listened back then? I mean, honestly, Mitch, could people tell you shit that you had a hard headed period in your life where they could tell you nothing, right?
Not when it came to shit like that.
But
Man, I kind of
in
listened
some
because
area you had it where you were hard headed, right?
oh yeah, but when it came down to something that was gonna hurt me, no, I listened because I didn't see too much bullshit happen to people. So people that was older than me that told me something not to do something, shit, I listened because I seen what happened to people who didn't listen.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. Like the big shit, yeah, I would listen. But
Oh
some
yeah,
shit, I know. I'm telling you, I had a moment where shit. Once you got it between 15 and 18, you start feeling yourself. They couldn't tell you shit.
no,
What you talking
I
about, old
listened.
man? And then one day you wake up, you the old nigga.
Yeah. Old
Oh
as
my
fuck,
goodness.
as
You
my
wake up
kids would
old.
say. You old as fuck.
You went from people calling you saying, "Hey, what's up, man?" to "What's up, Unc?" You go from
Mm-hmm.
man to Unc overnight.
Overnight, boy. Shit, I've been on for like 10 years now.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even realize they just start calling you Unc. Wait, who are you talking to?
You.
Uh, I mean, but
And
same go.
with the women, you know, you getting older because they be like, Auntie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's strap in.
Oh Lord.
Let's strap in, y'all. So we talk about child support sometime on this show. We try not to. But in this particular case right here, the reason I'm bringing this up, it goes to show you that this man, he took a DNA test from a kid and said it's not his. The DNA test still, so he still had to go to court and be charged. You know, they gave him choice: pay the money or go to jail. He chose to go to jail because the child is not his. His case so fucked up. A lady
He
followed.
got the birth certificate.
I don't know if he signed the birth certificate or not. But his case so fucked up that a black lady, a lawyer, volunteered to take his case because this is it's fucked up. But just listen to it. Just listen to it.
One of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and to pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his, a child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him, except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. Hope that we can resolve this.
Trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the system.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work.
Dang.
All right, Leah.
He ought to be able to give her a charge for that. He ought to be able to take her ass to court and sue the motherfucking dog shit out of her for that shit. Ain't no motherfucking way in the hell you just gonna put somebody's name on a birth certificate and claim they the father, and then he got proof that he ain't the father, and you still trying to put me in jail? Ooh, to the shit.
And the problem with this is the system know. You got her on admission. That shit, I just had to give him some goddamn name. Shit, he seemed like a good candidate. And everybody know it ain't his, but still got sentenced to go to jail. If this lady didn't volunteer to show up in court with it, this man would have been locked the fuck up.
But did he know this lady?
I don't know if he know the lady or not. I'm assuming they probably had some relations or something, but just to put it on him. But well, why is it not a crime for this to happen?
Right.
I don't understand this shit, man. This is crazy. Everybody know it ain't his.
She falsifying records. She just put his name up there because she needed to get some benefits. Get a job.
Yep.
By
And she
her
said
own
that.
admission, she need the welfare benefit. This shit is what world are we living in? And still,
That
he
should
was
be a
about to get.
charge, Mario. That should be a charge to put somebody's name on something. That's falsifying documents. You put somebody's name on something, you know, to facilitate. That's facilitating a crime, and she's getting benefits from it.
And
That's
she committed
fraud.
fraud. And she
That's
committed
fraud. Yeah.
Yes.
But they don't give a damn. That's part of the $30,000 he got to pay back. That's the money she
Bullshit.
received from welfare and all that stuff. They gave him an
No.
option. Y'all heard where either pay the
I
30
heard
grand or
that.
go to jail. So
She
why
should
is
be
this
making.
still
She is
that
the one
shit
who
is
needs to be paying that money back.
I'd be getting me a lawyer and I'd be suing the state too.
why isn't this case automatically thrown out? I
I
don't
know.
get this.
Because when it comes down to it, Mario, when it comes down to it, they put women over a man when it comes to stuff like that. And we end up having to take the brunt of stuff until we prove ourselves innocent. It's
So
sad,
what's
but
the
it's
purpose of
true.
having DNA testing if it don't matter? What's the purpose of doing it?
Yeah.
That's
That
true.
right there ought to be the trump card right there.
Yes, what's the
That right there
purpose?
ought to be the
Trump
card
card?
that sets him free.
But he got two Trump cards, the DNA test and her own
And own
admission to
admission.
it.
That's right. That's right. That's
So
why I'd
you
be
trying to
suing the
tell
shit out of
me,
her.
but they tell you by law that once a child support order is being issued, another judge can't overturn another judge child support order, even though it ain't his child. We got to fix that shit, man.
Yeah, we do. You're right
So,
about that one.
like I said, I apologize for getting into this, Liam, but I just thought that this one here was just all fucked up. I'll give you the flow,
It
sir.
was.
Yeah, like I've been saying for years, the child support game is fucked up completely.
That's exactly what it is.
State,
Fucked up.
the
Okay.
state runs the shit. They manipulate the shit. And as long as they getting their motherfucking money, they don't give a fuck who paying it. But somebody stuck with it. And they just stuck this man with this here after she done lied for, like Smith said, falsified a document. She didn't have, that's what, like 4 felonies right there in itself. She forged, falsified a government document, falsified government documents again to get state benefits, and then she used the state benefits under false pretenses. He should be up under the jail, but yet y'all trying to put the man who ain't did shit in jail, and he lost family everything. Man, the system. That's why I say he ain't even got no he ain't got no issue with it because he ain't even fucked the woman. That's ain't touched, ain't did that. She just said I had to put somebody's name on. Motherfucker, put Joe Willie name on there or John Doe, but don't put my motherfucking name on there. Fuck up my shit, boy. I still been choking this bitch. My bad.
Sound like she had to put more than just his name because they can't even get him. They had his address and everything else.
Yeah, so she know him or know of him where he located at. Goddamn, he put his information on there and they've been following his ass for years. Or just for however long she been on welfare or whatever. But man, like I
Well,
say,
she been on it for $30,000 worth of welfare, so she been on it a minute.
that ain't long because with mine, motherfucker, let me see, her first when she first started receiving welfare, benefits from child support, them motherfuckers gave her like 15,000 just off that. Because they say, oh, he backed this for. And then they took 15,000 out of my benefits and gave it to her. And then came, like they did here, came back and said, oh, well, you got overpaid. How the fuck I get overpaid? You ain't gave me shit. You gave it to her. Go get it from her. Don't come to me talking about, oh, y'all 15,000. No.
That's true. Y'all gave it to her. Shit, I ain't never seen a dime of it. Shit, I got it in theory, but theory ain't real. Theory is theory.
Like I told them, show me where you gave me some money. Because when I went there to goddamn sign up for my benefits, y'all told me I couldn't have none because I get too much money from other places. So y'all miss me with that dumb shit. But, like I say, these states, the child support is a racket. The states been doing decades and decades and getting away with the shit. Now that men are finally seeing it and trying to stand up for it and get get shit out there. I mean, it's like we fighting a losing battle because it's been going on for so long and so long, and the laws are set in the way they set in, and they keep changing them to benefit to make it right when it's wrong. Unless everybody start hollering at one time or keep hollering, we in for a long, continuous cycle of this bullshit that's going on right now.
And that's what I said. Imagine if this lady just didn't see this on the news and decided to volunteer for his service. They would have locked his ass up when he went to that
Yeah.
to that thing. They would have locked
They
his
still
ass up.
might
That
lock
lady.
his ass up.
They still might, but at least I'm glad somebody stepped up and say, hey, man, they doing this man wrong, man. Because if he ain't had no representation, I guarantee they would have locked him up.
Yeah.
And you sitting up in jail for literally for a child. He said the only time he ever saw the child when they took the DNA test.
Right.
And then it came back, man. Woo. Okay, Andrew, you ain't said nothing about it. What you got to think? You be a proponent of child support. So what you got? Nah, I want to usually you take the opposite end to these things.
No,
Go on, say it. Somebody got to pay. Go on, say it, Andrea. Somebody got to pay.
Yeah,
Go on, say it. Somebody got to pay.
I'll just say it because I'll just say it because Mitch want me to say it. Somebody got to pay the damn child support. Somebody got to take care of these damn kids, okay? She needs to go and find. Oh, see, that dude is always on fuck these. But if you make a baby, you pay for the baby. Hey, make a baby.
He didn't make that baby.
But and that's where I'm getting ready to go. Please let me. I had to do what Mitch asked me to do. I had to address Leon with his nonsense when he say fuck them kids. We just can't say fuck them kids. Them kids, they out here. They're out here. You made them. You help make them. If you help make them, you're responsible for part of that responsibility of that child. Now, in the instance that the child is not yours, can I please speak, sir? Thank you. Unless your name is Andrea too. Is your name Andrea too?
Yeah.
I figured so. Now, in the instances that the child is not yours, no, I don't feel that you should pay child support for a child that's yours, not yours. Should you go to jail for it? No, a man should not go to jail for a child that's not his. If he finds it in the kindness of his heart to help out with the child, then cool. If not, then cool. They are sure. Can I speak? Damn. What the hell wrong with you today? But anyway, as they have always said, as the rule has always said, mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Yeah,
and that's all I got.
That motherfucker is goddamn me, John Paul
So
Jones.
how y'all doing today? Mario, you all right today?
No. Andrea, we can't skate past this one right here because in this particular case, it ain't daddy's maybe. It's daddy's not his, period. So, why is it even he showing up to court? This should be a dismissal. He shouldn't even have to come to court.
It should be a dismissal. It should be a dismissal, but he had to go to court to show up to court because that's the law. Say if the court, if they say you got to come to court, you got to come to court. But the judge should have oh my God, the judge should have immediately dismissed that case.
Too much like right.
DNA says that hey, this child is not his. What do we I would have asked I would have asked the representatives from the child support, what are we doing here? Why are we even here? And your DNA test proves that this man is not the father of this child. And if I was the judge, if that mother was steady wanted to pursue the fact of getting child support from this man, I would have put her ass in contempt. I would have filed charges against her and all of that.
Do you know how many men have been put in jail and let out over DNA? But it still took them a while to get out, even though DNA proved that they wasn't the one. DNA proved that they wasn't the one that raped somebody, or DNA proved they wasn't the one that assaulted somebody.
Because the prison system is a business. The more inmates that you get in, they keep in, the more
you said
money
it right.
they
You
get paid
said it.
for.
The more black men you get in
Child
there.
support is a business too. That's why
Child
other
support is our
judges don't want
business.
to turn over other judges' decision because that judge is messing with that judge's money.
That's right.
You understand? That's the whole
but
thing. They don't like to overturn each other's decision because they
I get that.
they get
I get
paid
that. But
directly from child support.
under the law, as being that judge, you're supposed to uphold the law and do what's right up under the law. Do they always do that? No.
Hell no.
But that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you signed up to do.
But why don't we have, I keep telling y'all, common sense court? This is a non-issue. This is wasting everybody time, energy, effort, and dollar. This lady got to come from her law firm. And you know how fucked up this is for this lady to see this on the news? You know what? They trying to railroad this, man. You know what? I'll take the case. You know what I'm saying? This is not, she shouldn't have to take.
And she took it pro bono.
That's what I'm saying. She doing it for free because she feel that's how fucked up it is. She feel that, you know what, they trying to railroad this man. If she wasn't there, they would have took his ass right on into custody. Hey, player, let me get that hat. They would have dressed his ass out in the county orange. I mean, man, they gotta fix this, man, for real though. I mean, some things are just so wrong that even the hardcore of us all gotta say, you know what, this might be wrong. So we'll leave it at that. I just, like I said, I apologize. I ain't want to go down the road, but this was just wrong right here. Yeah. So all right, we'll wrap it up with that, y'all. Let get up out of here while we got a nice, cool, tranquil moment. All right, Lee J, we'll start with you, Mr. O1. Talk to him.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, and Dre got me riled up with this nonsense. She was talking there for a minute about this. Sometimes I got to correct her, and sometimes she listens, sometimes she don't. But goddamn, she listened to. I appreciate that, but she still be tripping. I don't understand. I'm gonna get her right. Yes, indeed.
Let me see if I can't mute your damn mic.
Get your mind right.
No, you get your mind right. How about that?
Will always be right.
No.
Oh my God. All right. Resident Big Man, what you got for us? Let's get up out of here.
Man, that last one got me a little taste. It reminded me of an old song, boy, I wrote when I was in college, boy. And it still stands true. You know, if we don't pay attention to what we doing, boy, it'll come back on us and bite us in the ass. I'm not saying that young man did something with the woman, but before somebody sign my name on something and say I'm the father or something, you know, we better do a blood test. If I didn't sign the paperwork and somebody else signed the paperwork, man, I'm suing. I don't care what nobody say. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong. But if we sit back and act like it's gonna be all right and don't do nothing about it, and you know, this is what happened to us. That man should have immediately got him a lawyer when it first started happening instead of sitting back waiting, because apparently he didn't do something about it when it first started happening. Because ain't no damn way in hell he should be $30,000 in the red. See, that's what I'm getting at with this. But again, you know, everybody ain't the same. Some motherfuckers, you know, let shit pass by and let it build up on their black ass, and then they turn around and want to blame everybody else for it. But no, pay attention to what you're doing, young folks. Wrap your shit up. That way you ain't got to worry about bullshit like this. And that's it.
All right. All right, producer, what you got for us tonight?
Breathe, Andrea, breathe.
I hope that you, first off, I hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's show. We covered a lot of here. We covered a lot from traveling to Africa to, sucking a dick in a dead man's dick in a casket, once again, child support, that touchy subject for you, who that guy down there. Yeah, so but I am gonna say this, young ladies, yes, we have grown up in different eras, rather, but still cover your shit up when you go out. Everybody ain't trying to see all your shit. Yes, true enough, men will think that that's cool and shit like that. But you, as you progress into a woman, that shit ain't cool. Okay, so cover your shit up. Get a damn bra and get one that fits. If you're gonna wear a white shirt, wear a black bra. Don't come out in the damn house with your damn whole ass titties out like that ever again. Thank you.
Not your whole ass titty. Not half your titty, but your whole ass titty needs to be covered.
I mean, said it like your proper person. I know good and well you didn't come out with your titties exposed. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mama D. Let's get us up out of here. Tell them something.
Well, we've enjoyed you all here, and hopefully you were entertained, because it wasn't a whole lot of informational stuff going on tonight. I know they said that 2025 was the year of the pettiness. Okay, can y'all dig any deeper for any more pettiness? You can't get no more pettier than what we've been tonight, I swear.
Oh yeah, we can. I got some real good petty.
No.
I got a bunch of good petty.
Oh wow. That just tells us how ridiculous and how far the world has gotten today. People don't have common sense anymore. Just like Andrea, we talking about sucking a man off who dead, who can't feel it, and she ain't gonna be able to feel nothing either, till putting somebody on child support. And this man has already got medical proof, that this child's not even his. So that just tells you what length people will go to make other people's lives uncomfortable. We'll see you guys next week.
That is true. I mean, I will end the show by saying this. People, please talk to the people that you potentially going to get engaged to, that you're going to get married to. You got to have some real conversations about respect and all of this, because if a woman talk to you a certain way and a man you talk to you a certain way, usually that shit don't get better.
Right.
That gets worse when they feel they can say whatever, and we don't have respect amongst us, then everything gonna decay from there. For real though. If you start talking to them all crazy, she start talking to you all crazy, ain't nothing good coming from that. Cause one day somebody gonna say something you can't take back. You gonna hit a button at somebody, and you gonna turn a non-violent woman into a violent woman, or a non-violent man into a violent man. Cause there are triggers, certain things that certain men just, they ain't gonna let you say to them.
That's
certain
right.
things a woman ain't gonna let you say to them. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be in a relationship and let it get to that point, y'all. So have some respect, And like Mitch said
Respect yourself.
yes, until next time, take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself and each other.
Oh my goodness.
Cover your damn titties up.
Okay, that's the host.
You know what I'm saying? And like she said, cover your damn titties up. After I see it though. But all right, we'll talk to y'all next week.